Okay, so this is a pretty new one. Came to me yesterday. Was at an event and they had a photo booth at it, and they had a pretty robust system. Like I immediately noticed that they had the ability to just very quickly through an automated texting system just send the photo that you take from the photo booth to the thing. And I like that's cool. Like I think come on, like we've all been to events that like have a photo booth. We've seen this before. It's a cookie cutter business to start up. Not really recommending that. Another thing I'm just gonna give context on photo booths in restaurants and bars. They sometimes make them really popular, especially when they're vintage. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go to TikTok. I'm taking us to TikTok right now because I need to show you the just engagement that is out there for photo booth related content. This is also something that you'll really notice if you're traveling in like a major city. Uh, Last year I spent time in Paris and New York. Both of them had vintage booths, and they literally had lineups like around the block. Like it was insane, and it's totally because of these it's these TikTok viral photo booths. So it's a thing. People like it, and it's especially because it's vintage. That's like a really big piece of it here. It was like maybe $8 to get the printouts of your photos when you do that. So what I'm wondering is like, hey, what's a hybrid of those two popular phenomenons? So what I'm talking about is a vintage photo booth that actually allows you to send the photo to the person who like had their photo taken, but basically with the goal of collecting their email for marketing purposes. Like right now they're collecting all these numbers and emails, all of this stuff, but like they're not really doing anything with it. So offer them the option to pay right now and get your printouts, but always offer, hey, you can get this for free and we'll just email it to you. Now you've provided the let's say you have this at let's say you have this at a restaurant or a bar. You're now providing that owner with a crazy marketing channel because they're now getting directly into the inboxes or the met or the texting of these guests that have already come one time. So it's kind of better than having Instagram followers in a sense because like you can just guarantee that your message gets to the customer every single time. And obviously in the back end, if you can skim off the top and sort of approach this from a franchising business point of view where you're selling this as an opportunity machine for the business. They keep all the money that it makes, and well, maybe you take a percentage off of that, but it's really mainly all of the value is supposed to go to them for the results of the machine. But you would also be collecting those emails yourself, and you could then start getting to the point where it's a big data business. So yeah, like there's a long way that you could go with it, but I think this is the potential for something that could be viral from pretty much day one. Like just make one of these things, put it in one location, and just see how it does. And I would be shocked if something like this wasn't a hit. I'm just gonna go straight to Google here. I'll just say for sale. What's this? Okay, wow. The vintage ones are like 30 grand. That's actually surprising to me. So you know what? Maybe you don't want to do the vintage ones. That's crazy.
Or
Um,
maybe you want to get in the business of making these vintage photo booths because you're making 30 grand off of one booth.
yeah. Yeah, I mean that like of course, yeah. Okay, so other examples, we've got many import from China situations ranging from 1,000 to $10,000 depending on what what you're looking for there. So, hey, maybe not as glamorous as that vintage one. You probably have to sell a lot of photos to make back that 30K. So I would probably suggest to go with $1,000 option on this. It's really meant to be like kind of like a franchise business point of view from the thing like, hey, like you already have your business and we just want to put this in the corner of your thing, unlock a new small revenue stream for you, and also this marketing ability that kind of adds some intangibility to the value of it, but still like really increases it and will definitely help the venue drive more revenue. I mean, just to like call on the example of Hunt's Brothers Pizza, where they were able to. I think it's probably one of the cheapest franchises that you can buy because it's literally like it's just this. Like it goes into the corner. It goes into the corner of a gas station, and it basically requires like one employee who might already just be working anyways. So it's perfect for businesses that have room and desire for more revenue streams. But yeah, again, it would be like a brick and mortar thing.
Yeah. And then to the brick and mortar business owners that like might say, oh yeah, I'm already collecting customer emails at the cash register or in my store. And then I have like some of these like posters or promotions saying, oh yeah, you'll get 10% off my products if you enter in your email. Why don't I just do that? Then in this case, it's like, no, you don't get it. It's like you are comparing the emails that you're capturing with this like free photos that they're getting into their emails to then compare it to your existing database of emails to see who came to your store, browse around, and then might have like not found anything, but like for some reason they wanted this like free thing. So then you can do follow-up promotional offers to be like, hey, you visited our store recently and then got this like photo. Here's some like interesting accessories that you might be interested in on like either framing these photos or like come visit us again, but this time like we'll give you like a 10 or 15% off, or maybe you get like a small freebie on a interesting promotional day like Black Friday.
Yeah, it's literally like abandoned cart emails, like the abandoned cart follow-up emails that you'll sometimes get, but like for real life. Like it's man, like it's just such, you would collect so much emails so much faster. And also I think one thing to expand on what you're saying about like comparing the emails that are collected at the checkout, emails that you're providing to get it, let's say it's to get a 10% off right now, or like it's just like they just ask for it and you have to give it to them. There's a good chance that a fake email is being provided in that moment. Very high chance. I give fake emails in that moment all the time. But you know what I wouldn't give a fake email or phone number to is a photo booth, because, well, like, why did I take the photo and like bother to do any of that then? Like, obviously I took the photo, I want the photo. For me to receive it, I'm going to then send it to the most convenient location that I can so that I can easily access it and share it with my friends. So you're pretty likely to end up in a good inbox that's going to be way better than the inbox that they give you for that 10% off. Because the consumer already knows that game. They're like, yeah, I give them this, and then they're going to bother me with spam emails for like the next, eternity. So I'm going to give them a fake one. This, I mean, people are just used to giving their numbers and their emails just to get this. They're not really going to necessarily be thinking about how like, yeah, like this is also going to be signing me up for marketing communication. It's just more acceptable because like you're just giving them something that has like an intangible value to it.
Yeah, they'll probably be much more receptive, and even if they see the disclaimer, which like mandatorily you have to comply with the marketing laws in the country, where even if you just write that by entering your email, you're also subscribing to your newsletter, which you can unsubscribe anytime. That's fine, perfectly fine if I'm getting the photos. Yeah, usually like I wouldn't think anything of it. I would be happy to just do the required check to get my photos.
Yeah, totally. And then like after you get the first email, I mean, obviously they can just unsubscribe. So you're not really like forcing anyone to do anything here. But yeah, I think that this is the type of thing that is perfect for hospitality and tourism industry. So just saying like there's more going beyond like just doing this for say like dive bars, which dive bars will love this and they it would be very successful at them. But still, you could literally sell something like this to I feel like an organization like Destination Canada or any destination marketing organization that just has beautiful spots where people take pictures. Sell to those organizations these boxes to just have them outside. Like you want to take a picture by the beautiful view of the waterfall. Yep, you can take it right here. It's all perfectly framed, looks professional and good. Nice. You get a printout. But most importantly, type in your email, please. Boom, got you. Now you can give this this organization which really just functions on the idea of like, hey, we just increase general tourism. Well, like perfect. All they need is just like a wide range of emails of people who are tourists that have come before and just remarket to them and say, hey, like Canada.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Any retail brick and mortars with a prime real estate near a tourist attraction area like Niagara Falls, I don't understand why isn't every shop doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Like even if you're just like again, like hey, you're a brick and mortar business that's just like on that strip where there's that photo spot. Well, yeah, like lucky you. Like yeah, you're in a good position. And if you have a rooftop in the summer, man, even better. You'll do great.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they don't even necessarily need to be like discount offer emails. They can literally just be reminder emails on special occasions. Could have just done any scheduled emails in like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, or
Yeah,
any of the
go light
holidays.
with it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
there
then
you
just like
go.
remind them, hey, you exist.
Yes, that's what it's about. I mean, that's half the reason why it's important for these places just to have things like Instagram accounts and Facebooks and even the Google My Business listing. It's just to verify like, yes, we exist and we continue to exist.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that's what most of it is. Find a way to re-engage the people who have already come.
And that's marketing to prove to everyone that you exist.
Yay, marketing.